last recession, it really, you're either sharpening your knife and really fine-tuning what you do in all your off time, or you're just falling off completely and you're giving up.
You're gonna quit.
You're gonna see that in droves. I mean, you're already seeing that the number of real estate agents is dropping off.
Oh,
So.
well, because it's hard. Like,
Yep.
I mean, it's not even hard now to get a client. It's hard. Like, right now we have a new listing. We had 12 showings over the weekends, no offers.
Yeah.
Like, what do you tell your client?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, and then do you have the well enough to be like, hey, this isn't a time yet, we're going to drop later. Like, and can you have those conversations?
Yeah.
Price drops are really hard.
They are hard.
If you have been, but then the conversation of having a buyer pay $50,000 above appraisal was hard.
Yeah.
They're all hard.
They're all hard. The communication is key. Even in my industry, I say I don't like talking to people, but I have employees. I have clients. I work for banks. I work for appraisal management companies. The key to success is just constant communication.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to be 10 minutes on an appraisal, 10 minutes on an appointment, you just have to keep the communication lines flowing.
Yeah.
As soon as you start to retract and get a little lazy, that's when you start slowing down too much, and you're going to end up failing.
I think that's why we do a lot of, because I hate making that hard call. So it's almost easier for me now to like shoot a video and show them the numbers, why I'm justifying the hard call, like price drop or this, and then send it to them, let them digest it,
And then skip the conversation.
and then set up a call. Instead of like, this is why we need to do it. Hopefully allow the data to show them like.
That's strategy, my friend.
Exactly.
Yeah,
because the problem what people don't get is like, if your sellers don't want to drop the price, they're not going to drop it. They don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we'll stay in the house.
Yeah.
So it's going to be difficult. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing too. It's like all who you talk to every day.
Yeah.
If you're talking to someone every day and they're freaking out and they're an agent in your office or a loan officer,
Yep.
you got to get rid of them.
Yeah, you got to You got to keep the people with the good energy around you, and just don't panic.
Yeah.
I have my buddy. He's a good appraiser, but he texted me a couple times. You're not scared. You're not scared. I said, what does it do?
Yeah.
What does being scared do? It just like it cripples you.
Yeah.
So just keep moving forward.
You got to move forward. You got to, instead of worrying like what's going to happen, you'd be like, who can I go to learn something?
Yeah. And,
you know?
And, God forbid if things do slow down tremendously, trim the fat, get rid of some bills, do some things that'll make it work for you. You have to just be flexible.
Dude, a great tip we got on our mastermind yesterday, shout out to Kyle Whistle who dropped this one, is once a year he chops up all his credit cards.
Yep.
And then asks his companies or whatever to give him new credit cards. So then anything he might be paying for that he doesn't realize, they hit him up for his new credit card number. He's like, oh, I've been paying for that for the last 4 years. Like,
Cancel.
Because it's like, I'm not a big like numbers guy. Like if I'm getting banged like something for $100 a year, I won't notice the difference.
No,
I won't even know.
Especially with subscription-based society
100%.
that we're in. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I just did that actually, and it was amazing all the emails I got. This is being canceled. This is being canceled. I'm like, perfect.
Perfect.
Love that.
So how do you guys as an appraiser? I actually have no idea how this works. So obviously banks, hire you guys. Is it straight networking for you? Like you just have to go out or is it just?
It's a slow, consistent crawl. So I don't work directly with banks when the market tanked last time. They put a lot of safeguards in place so we don't have any undue bias by talking directly to loan officers. They instituted a new lever between the bank and the appraiser.
I'm surprised they let us talk to you guys.
I mean, yeah. We'd be really shit out of luck though if we didn't have some market expertise. Honestly, sometimes you guys know a few little tidbits that could put it over the edge.
Well, especially if you're not from the area.
Yeah.
Like one street over and one street. That does matter in certain cities. Yeah.
I mean, and because my business, I've kind of hyper focused it on. I live in the Coachella Valley, so I hyper focused it on Coachella Valley and Joshua Tree area, and then Idlewild. I know all the neighborhoods, but there's appraisers that they could drive all over. And if you didn't have that agent guidance that knew some specific things, then it'd be pretty bad, I think.
All right, so you don't work directly with the bank. So how do you get hired then?
So I sign up with appraisal management companies. I'm signed up with hundreds of appraisal management companies. They approve me through my licensing. I send them work samples, and from there it's really just. Once they send you an assignment, get it done well, communicate, and keep doing that on a constant basis. So my business model is show up every day, be communicative, and just keep going.